Hello, hi Nox, hi Gumi, hi Rab. Today's topic, I have two things. I have an Am I the Asshole post, because of course I do, and I have the most recent, Cobra hasn't posted since 420, and I'm like, hey, knock knock. What's up? Hi Trey. Okay, so we'll start with the Am I the Asshole post because it's silly. It says, am I the asshole for thinking my boyfriend is stupid? Very broad. It could mean anything. Got too high? True. Oh my god. He's left this planet. Okay, so I've been living with my boyfriend for about 7 months. 2 weeks ago, he sat me down and presented a PowerPoint presentation with his business idea. I knew he'd been working on an idea, but he didn't tell me about it until it was finished. Based on his enthusiasm and prior seemingly intelligent nature, I thought maybe it'd be a pretty cool idea. Instead, he presented to me an idea about soup tubes. Hi, Leo. The idea, if you can call it that, is to construct a series of tubes throughout the city that leads to centralized soup kitchens. For a monthly subscription, a customer can subscribe to a tube of soup, and a tube extension would be built off the nearest main tube and directly into the customer's apartment or home. Based on subscription level, that would determine the quantity of soup a customer could pour and how many types of soup. The tubes are basically the size of pipes. Like, you must see under a sink, but he insisted that it must be called a soup tube, not soup pipe. Tube just zings better. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. At first I asked if he was crank-yanking me or something, but he was completely sincere. Obviously the idea is completely insane. The notion that the city would authorize someone to construct a series of tubes everywhere that carries soup into homes is of course ludicrous. And even if such an initiative were approved, the costs for such an operation would be ridiculous. You would have to charge outrageous prices for customers to install and subscribe to a soup tube. And who would pay for such a service when you can buy soup canned and it costs $1 or $2? I explained these things as politely as I could, but he dismissed them and said that tube-based soup delivery is the wave of the future. He then asked me how much I wanted to invest, and I told him nothing, and he looked absolutely heartbroken. Since then, almost every day he has asked me again to invest and keeps trying to sell me on the idea. He's also doing the same thing to a lot of his friends. It's starting to drive me up the wall. First, I'm at a loss for how he can believe such a stupid idea is worthwhile. Second, it's really goddamn annoying to be asked on a daily basis to invest in a system of soup tubes. And third, I'm also concerned for his sanity. Other than his apparent obsession with this, though, he has shown no other signs. I would like some advice on how I can continue with him, or whether or not I should even continue this relationship. I think if he's asking you to invest every day, I don't think it's going to get better. Not until somebody, I think somebody needs to sincerely laugh in his face if he's this dedicated to it. But also somebody in the comments was like, my autistic friend already tried to invent this in 2015 and it didn't work. And I'm like, hello? Does everybody just want soup in their house? I mean, I like soup. I'm not complaining, but yeah. Anyways, hi everybody. I had heartburn so bad yesterday that I thought I was having a heart attack. Yeah, he's asking her for money to invest in his business, and I'm like, where do you even start with that? Because obviously, first you gotta buy a lot of pipes. Second of all, you gotta establish the soup kitchen. Hello, Hal. You have to then, yeah, soup store is fine. Make a store. I go to soup places. I like soup tubes. Yeah, I read an Am I the Asshole post where this lady's boyfriend pitched her on the idea of soup tubes, which is a subscription-based service where you could get a pipe that delivers soup from a soup kitchen to your house for a monthly fee. Yeah. Yeah, I think soup mixes, that hell yeah. What's wrong with that? That's good. I think even like the powdered soup stuff works. So there's so much versatility to it. But yeah, I soup tubes. Did I ever read you guys the post about this dude had a roommate that would not stop putting his potatoes into OP's like coffee mugs that were like, you know, sitting on the counter waiting to be used? Roommate would put potato into mug. And when OP was like, hey, can you not? Because I want to use the mug. Roommate was like, but they're the perfect size for potatoes and it protects them from mice. The mugs are facing up. Like, the potato's still like, how? Anyways, OP was like, you can get your own mugs. And then they're like, OP, you're a hater. I don't have that kind of money. And also, you have so many mugs. And like, OP has like 3. It was stupid. It was so stupid. Sometimes people just like get stuck on one weird idea, you know? Like, putting all your bags in a bag, hello 14 rings, makes sense. But do you ever feel like the first person who like suggested this, everybody was just like, bro, what are you doing? No, because where else would you, I don't know. I love putting bags into bags, but we don't have plastic bags anymore, so I don't do that anymore. Wait, no, yeah, I do with all my paper bags. No, I mean, just go to the Goodwill and get one for like $1. I don't get it. But yeah, people are weird. Anyways, Cobra's most recent update is more bullshit, pushing everything back as it always does. I'm good. I got mid-sleep, but that's life. That's life. Okay. Cobra's most recent post, a short situation update, says, the light forces are clearing the dark energy anomaly with full speed and will be completely gone in a few weeks. The main obstacle to planetary liberation remains the Lurker. Although the Ascension Portal activation in August 2025 removed the vast majority of the Lurker from the multiverse, a tiny fraction of 1% is still remaining and is highly concentrated on the surface of this planet, quantumly entangled with the free will of the surface population. In the time frame between now and July 9th, its power over the surface of the planet is expected to greatly diminish. When this happens, things will finally begin to look better. The free will experiment was started millions of years ago, with conscious decisions of many beings to experience darkness one way or another is finally reaching its conclusion. Sure, man. Yeah. What else does he have to say? Just... he's so stupid. I mean, hey. Yeah. Whoa, he's got a change.org. There's a change.org petition? Hold on. Yes! Oh my god. Hey, if... what? Why? Sorry. Let me read this change.org petition. The change.org petition just says planetary liberation now. Okay. The issue. We are all aware that there are forces within the banking establishment, military-industrial complex, and also on the non-physical planes that do not wish for humanity to be free. They have stolen our money, they have poisoned our food, they are trying to take away our freedom, they are trying to take away our happiness. We will not let them. There are also benevolent forces originating beyond the surface of this planet, such as the Pleiadians, the Syrians, the Andromedans, the Argarthians, and the resistance movement, willing to assist us in the planetary liberation process. They are willing to support the human population to bring justice back and change the corrupt legal systems worldwide, creating a fair and transparent new financial system, bringing new and clean advanced technologies to humanity, and reveal hidden information about the existence of extraterrestrial races and about the real history of mankind. They are offering a co-creative partnership to humanity because they wish our planet to join a civilized galactic society. To make the next step in their public disclosure, they need a certain degree of agreement with their proposal for partnership from the surface population of this planet. This is the purpose for our petition. If you wish a full disclosure of these benevolent forces and full partnership with them, please sign this petition. When we reach our goal of 144,000 signatures, the benevolent forces of light will take the next step in disclosure process. From Cobra. Currently, this is at 104,000 signatures, so they only need like 40 more. And then apparently the light forces will say, hi, what's up? I don't believe that. Are there comments anywhere? Can I read comments on this? No? Okay, that's fine. I'm sure it would be a shit show. But back on the blog, Cobra says, our Bogota workshop happens a few hours after Uranus enters Gemini on April 26th. It will be possible for the first time to release new intel about abundance manifestation process, which is part of the key of New Earth. What the fuck is New Earth? When did we start doing New Earth? Hello? He's trying to get the government to acknowledge, I don't know, aliens? But specifically his aliens. And also the government to acknowledge that the dark forces are holding us back. Hello, Soichi! This intel could help anybody still struggling with money. What do you mean still struggling with money? Everybody's struggling with money. Hello, next time. What do you mean still struggling? Sorry. Cobra, I have been reading your blog for like a decade. Almost everybody in your comments has shared a story about how they're basically on the brink of poverty. So, and I know how much you charge for this shit. What a fuckhead. Cobra pisses me off, and yet here I am. Well, I mean, yeah. Also, I mean, potentially. I don't know what, like, then again, that's true. Cobra has some opinions that not even his readers agree with. I think he's kind of on the wrong side of a lot of conflicts that are happening currently. But in the comments, our first comment that I noticed was, man, you really sound like any guru saying you will finally release intel that was never ever done here on Earth. And what the fuck? Lurkers the main shit again? This has lost its fun factor ages ago. And the brother shit of death? Not the main obstacle anymore? Bro's asking the real questions. Because, again, Cobra's been going for like 13 years now. 13? Almost 14. And nothing has changed. I don't know how people are still following him. But I don't know. People need things to latch on to. Speaking of, because of the funny book game, I was looking at the titles and I was like, what is determinism? And so I went down that rabbit hole, and determinism sounds just like fancy manifesting in a way, you know? It's mind over matter kind of a little bit. I don't know. Maybe. Hold on, there was another good comment in here. A lot of detractors lately, which I'm happy about. The light forces need to find a way to quickly eliminate the anomaly on the Earth, people, and the internet, because there are a lot of demonic elements on the internet. Every time the light forces assume there's 10 tons of shit outside, but in reality there are 50 tons, and then they clean up 8 tons and claim it's almost done, only to say later there are 50 tons again. This is an ineffective process. The commanders of the Galactic Confederation need to have a greater leadership skill and target the thought form of Earth people quickly. This is not a judgment, but a serious strategic suggestion. Although they should have thought of it many times, someone really needs to take action. The problem for humans lies in being negatively programmed by mass media and mobile media every day. The New Earth key should be able to provide answers. Yeah. They gotta call Star Fox? Maybe. Interstellar Wanderer says, Thank you for the update. More and more when I connect with my divine self, which is simply my true essence tethered to the source, I feel free. However, the downside is that I can't stand living on this planet at all. I can't stand any part of the current system, people running over animals, debt, local leaders pushing very low-density demonic policies, trash everywhere, crime, etc. All of it, basically. I spend time feeding birds and loving my animals, which is a tremendous blessing. As you can tell, I live in the USA in a very demonic-inspired state with lots of deception and demonic influence. The city/state's vibration is extremely low due to its affiliation with cartels and open border policies, among other things. All of that to say, I simply cannot envision living on Earth at all. I experience way too much poverty, limitations, and relentless demonic attacks that rob me of so much basic galactic rights. It may be tolerable for a period of time to live in certain investment booms. I have many optimal ideas to follow if that happens. You know, lots of money is actually the pathway to happiness on Earth. The books in the library game did also say that. I doubt that it's going to change anytime soon, but ultimately the best possible outcome is boarding my family's craft and returning to my original body. Thank you, Light Forces. I look forward to the home stretch. I am grateful for experiencing such darkness, for it is in the darkness that I found light. Thank you. The White Forces. No, it's the Light Forces. Let's see. Do we have anything else? They're discussing... I mean, yeah, I feel like the people who are starseeds, quote-unquote, are just different kinds of Therians. Well, yeah. How do borders work in space? Some people are discussing how, since this was written in April 20th, how Trump said he's going to disclose more UFO stuff, and how important that is. Unfortunately, we have seen this now, and it's not anything. It's fuck all. There's sectors. The lurker! Just every time you're having a bad day, just think there's an astral spider that's stepping on your metaphysical toe. But yeah, disclosure with the stuff that was shown? No. Come on. It's silly. It's silly. Oh, I keep forgetting that they're obsessed with emeralds. Somebody was like, I'm glad that your new manifestation thing should help people struggling with money. Here in Italy, more and more people are struggling with money. And then somebody just responds, Italy should have a strong emerald grid. No, the Chaos Emeralds are real to them. Not specifically the Chaos Emeralds, but there's like a type of emerald that they link to it. I don't even know how to explain it. There's Minecraft villager ass. True. God. Oh, that's so funny and true, actually. Somebody says, let's see. They're fighting about the definition of poverty as well, and I'm like, okay. What the fuck does this say? Another intergalactic hypnosis session has been declared open. Donald Trump, in between bailing out the economy and tilting at windmills, has decided to pull out his trump card, Little Green Men. True, based! It's an age-old ploy. When the country runs out of real arguments, flying saucers are brought in. Here's a brief guide to this unprecedentedly generous scheme. Smokescreen with portholes. This is the perfect way to stifle the electorate. Why discuss inflation, the courts, or Social Security when you can argue about the shape of the probe that got stuck in Roswell? While people look at the sky, the last shreds of common sense are quietly being pulled from their pockets. Very, very quickly, translated from Trumpian to human, means when the devil comes to the mountain, but just wait. The announcement of the announcement is a classic. The first batch of documents will likely be a stack of blurry photos of the night sky and a report proving that weather balloons are, after all, weather balloons. Another masterclass from Trump, how to turn a political show into an X-Files episode without leaving your couch. Look at that timing. As soon as attention to the Artemis lunar mission escalates, Donald jumps out of his shell shouting, "I have a folder with little green men." It's a classic turning point tactic, feeding the audience a serving of space junk food to create a buzz of nothing. This is why this is more lies and head suffocation. The wind at... Oh, But yeah, no, the UFO stuff that came out is kind of nothing. It's a shit. Look, I want to believe, we know this, but I don't trust the government. I don't trust them to show us shit, if I'm being quite honest. Why don't the other governments ever share stuff? I want UFO disclosure from the Netherlands. I just think it would be fun. Yeah, we know. Yeah, they do, but it's really boring. You know who probably has the best UFO disclosure? Latin America. Central and South America. They've got to have it. What? They are celebrating the 100th birthday of the Queen on TV. Yeah, hooray, the lizard is unmade. No worries. Don't you use those parentheses marks with me, young man. What the fuck? It is always weird to read how many, there's so many like comments that are like, I could feel this coming because I felt an earthquake that nobody else felt. And I'm like, well then, did you really feel it? Are you perhaps a cat or a dog? Yeah, I mean, it's unidentified flying object. Pardon me. I don't know what set off my heartburn. If an earthquake fell in the forest, that's true, that's true. Like, I don't know. I worry for some of these people. I remember a lot, I think about the guy that was like, I have this debilitating disease, can somebody please give me $2,000 so I can buy this thing? Hello, sheeple! So I can buy a tachyon chamber from Cobra and heal all of my stuff. And it's like, oh, sweetheart, that's not gonna fix that. Sorry, you're going blind in one eye and in constant pain in it? A tachyon chamber is not going to fix that. I'm sorry. I do often think about the person who has the tachyon chamber in Vancouver, who you can like kind of just call. Wait, I missed Ashley. Hello, Ashley. I'm sorry. I was reading bad stuff. A tachyon chamber is where you give $2,000 to this guy named Cobra, and he sends you back some crystals that you're supposed to put, and he sends you crystals and a lazy boy, and you're supposed to dedicate a room in your house or apartment and place them in specific, like a triangle formation around the lazy boy, and then there's also one that goes on the ceiling. And the tachyon energy is supposed to heal you, similar to what a med bed would do. I think it's $2,000 last I checked. Hold on. Tachyon chamber. Where do I purchase it? How it works? How much it costs? Oh, this is somebody who's like renting out their tachyon chamber. Yeah. So this where do you? I bet this person lives in Arizona. Hold on. Do you live in Arizona? Most of the tachyon chambers that are like, hi Dave, most of the tachyon chambers that are like available for use in North America are in Arizona. God, I would love to get into a small space. Okay, you know how there used to, I feel like, do you know what orgone energy is? It's fake, but do you know what orgone energy is? Yeah, well, you do. Of course you do. But I don't know how to describe this. Basically, I can't go to the local tachyon chamber because it's literally just in some dude's house. And he's like, if you email me, I'll let you use it. And I don't want to go to some dude's house alone. It is like a sex energy. But it also can be like a healing energy in theory. But they also used to have chambers, but their chambers were just like lockers that you would get in. I don't feel good about those either. Where to buy tachyon chamber? Oh, wait, tachyon chamber. This remarkable technology has been available to you in Greater Vancouver area, Canada since September 2018. How much does it cost to go? I don't actually want to go to your house. Again, I know this is just at some dude's house. How much to buy? You used to just be able to buy them. Oh, wait, hold on. Purchase a chamber. Purchase a chamber. Each tachyon... Can I show you this? Do you mind? wait a sec. Hold on. Let me turn on... Oh, I don't have background music, but let me show you. Where the fuck is Firefox? Oh, there. The thing that says Firefox? Yeah. Correct. Okay. So we're at tachyоnchamber.com, and we're at purchase a chamber. Ooh, they got, wait, Gaia Tachyon Chamber, Solar Tachyon Chamber, Galaxy 2 Tachyon Chamber, and Cosmos Professional Tachyon Chamber. Okay, so can you stop? Pause. So this is the average tachyon chamber, like in somebody's house. So you get the lazy boy, you get these crystals that you put in like a thing, and then you also get the crystals for up above. And that's your chamber. Oh, ooh, look at how fancy this person's is. That's so fun. And I like their little extra, I mean, yeah, I feel like I could just make this myself with some glass crystals. But Cobra also used to sell tachyon envelopes, which is to say they're like manila envelopes with a special lining on the inside. And when you, first of all, you have to like buy a subscription to it, kind of, because they only work one time. There's DRM on the tachyon envelopes, but if you call them and you tell them your order number, they'll be able to reactivate it and give you another one, basically, without having to repurchase the whole envelope. I wouldn't be surprised. Ooh, oh, the little tree. Oh, that's cute. These seem so nice. If I had a house and a spare room, I would just chill in here. Are you kidding me? Hitting the pen and putting on some like fucking Enya and chilling in this fucking room? The life. But yeah, a lot of people who believe in this stuff and who own these things live in Arizona because Arizona's a really big hotspot for this kind of interesting stuff. Click here for Gaia. For the solar tachyon chamber system, you receive double the power of the Gaia tachyon chamber system. This system can be used as a home chamber or to amplify any practitioner's energy work, massage therapists, hypnotherapists, etc., without the addition of the pyramid and the crystal generator. The solar tachyon chamber has the following upgrades: double the energy with the generator mats, upgrade from power rods to mega rods with source love, upgrade from 3-inch crystal spheres to 4-inch crystal spheres, almost double the energy there, upgrade from meditation pocket cells to power meditation cells, upgrade from power rods to mega power rods, upgrade from 1 scarf to 2, 3-pack power discs for third eye and temples, okay, double aura and room spray and chamber spray, Can I? How much do you cost? How much? Whoa. Oh, I want to. Oh, ah. Okay, sorry. No, I can't. I'm a little. To purchase a tachyon, financing available. Do you not post your price anymore? There used to be a price on here. For sure. Oh, not a Word document. No, I don't want that. Mm-mm. Interesting. All tachyon chamber owners are automatically enrolled as a tachyon living wholesale distributor at no additional cost. Slay. Optional upgrades to your MP3 player customized with multiple 528 hertz music. Absolutely beautiful. $109.95. Comfortable noise canceling headphones. $89.95. Can be added to all tachyon chambers. These can be ordered at any time with or without a tachyon chamber. Stunning 69 by 70 inch wall fabrics that emanate tachyon particles into space. When ordering, please state the name of the style you want as listed on the picture to the left. Archangel Michael, Yoga Meditation, Pleiades Flower of Life, Archangel Michael in blue, Archangel Michael in orange, Archangel Raphael, Metatron's Cube Pillar of Light. The wording will not appear on your tapestry. From $279 to $299 a piece? Hello? Hold on. We have to go here. I'm sorry. Hi. Tachyon Living. Oh my god. Give me the store right now. Yes. Okay. We've been on this website before. Old heads know. But they sell so much stuff that is supposedly imbued with tachyon energy. And I think it's really funny, personally. Just give me all products. High vibrational aura and room clearing spray. New scent. Tachyonized cell phone card. Great for all smartphones. Basically, you put this, like, underneath your cell phone case between your phone and the card. Or your phone in the case. So that you get rid of the EMF so it doesn't hurt you. As we all know. Tachyon solidified scarves. Particle magic paint additive. Hello? Easily transform the energetic structure of any room and create your very own sacred space by adding tachyon living particle magic to your ceiling and walls. Surround yourself in a tachyon field every day. Just add one 10-ounce packet of particle magic to any gallon of paint and quickly change the energy as the room is painted. Surround yourself in peaceful energetic protection, protecting tachyon every day. For $50? I don't know what's in it, but I don't trust them. What the fuck? Okay, hold on, I have to go back. I was just hoping to find the envelopes. Handy card? Handy card? The handy card is the size of a credit card. Handy card can be worn... Oh, it's just extra... Yeah. Can be worn on the body, in your pockets, shoes, or held in the hands for an immediate tachyon energy surge. Place one in your wallet or purse to amplify and manifest more abundance. Our handy card is budget-friendly, just $20, and delivers steady tachyon to wherever you want. Tachyon works wonderfully for pain relief. Charge your food, herbs, fruits, vegetables, and grains with handy cards. Place them in your garden for greater yield of vegetables and flowers. These cards are great for meditation and healing with an amazing energy and feel to them. Come on, man. I mean, why would they take him down? What is he doing wrong? Oh, you mean the health promises? He would just show up again, I think. I think you can't take him down, is the thing. Hi, Spikersky. Oh! Instead of an envelope, they got a box? Why? What is that? Why is it a Home Depot box? Hello? Oh my god. Tachyonize to your heart's content. These boxes allow for you to tachyonize most everything you could think of. Want to tachyonize your sheets or clothing? This is perfect. Tachyon will not wash out of clothing or fabrics. Do you have lots of crystals? This is perfect. Are you thinking of starting your own line of tachyon products? This is perfect. Each and every item within the box will tachyonize to its highest potential of saturation of tachyon eternally. Box is reusable for further tachyonization process. You will need to purchase an activation code for each tachyonizing. So like I said, they have DRM on these, which is insane to me. 24-hour tachyonization process. You supply your own box. Click here to order your box. Pack your box as full as you can and make sure to close. The top can close easily. Tape the package closed. Then email us for the code. Testimonials. It's, I believe when I saw the envelopes, they were lined with basically the funny glitter, like, acetate sheets that you use to make, like, laminate stickers, I think. That's what I saw on the inside. Fantastic. My body likes tachyonized clothes more and more. It feels enveloped in a wonderful energy, and when I wear a piece of clothing, be it pants, a shirt, or a sweater, that I have not tachyonized, it notices it perfectly and doesn't like it so much. You don't have that feeling of warmth or being embraced by this wonderful energy. It's crazy! To design a life of magic and miracles, this was one of the deepest intentions I had last year and have kept with me. Tachionizing my first 2 box activations did everything to stimulate my inner child's wonder and curiosity. For so many, this inner child expression has become a foreign and... Why are we talking about inner child? What? I can't even read the whole thing! Whatever. Let's play video games. I'm just... Look, Cobra? First of all, this was the first picture in the post. Cobra, stop just... Don't look at that QR code. But, Cobra, you are so stupid. I have so much beef with you. I wish you'd be nice to the people. The people. Anyways, we're gonna play a video game now, because... Tachyon. Well, and the part that sucks is, like, there are people there that you can tell feel, you know, lost in life. Or they need help, like, out of, like, bad situations. Or just the circumstances of their life have definitely... it makes sense why they are where they are. But I don't know. I want to believe that all this stuff is real, but I feel like if tachyon energy and stuff was real, they wouldn't sell it to us. The rich would hoard it, and we would have no access to it. Personally. Anyways, I don't know anything about this game. Leo told me to play it, and so I'm playing it. A man steps on stage and taps the microphone. Good evening. Before we begin the game, there are a few announcements. Okay. First, due to unexpected circumstances, the part of the player will be performed by an understudy. But me. Who's playing the game then? A couple of audible groans and one muffled boo erupt from the audience. Now, there's no need for that. This kid may not be a star yet, but I've seen her rehearse, and I can guarantee that she'll impress you. She may not have had the time to memorize any of her lines, but, well, neither have any of you, the audience laughs. Second, we'd like to warn you that this production features a significant amount of obscenity. Oh, okay. But before all the parents in the audience begin covering their children's ears, know this. This stage is enchanted such that the obscenities can only be heard by those of sufficient emotional maturity to handle hearing them. Oh, okay. And finally, the writing room would like to issue an apology for failing to complete the script before this performance. They are working on it as I speak, so it is my pleasure to announce that tonight's performance is also a race. Oh. Who will win? The writers furiously working to finish the script or the performers attempting to perform it? I can't answer that question, but I can announce that the race begins now. We hope you enjoy the game. Where should you start? You are walking through the woods when the world around you shattered. Oh. This was both alarming and inconvenient. Isolated on a lone stretch of ground, you were transfixed as the broken landscape began to rearrange itself. Oh! Your eyes followed trees and hills collapsing in lines of three as if the forest you knew were a knot becoming carefully untangled. You dared not move from your position as the ground beneath your feet quivered in anticipation of shattering further. Oh, I was gonna do... Can I do the 5 or does it have to be 3? You passed the time this way for who knows how long. Whoa. Until the corpse slid into view. Okay. At first you weren't sure you could trust your eyes, but there it was, a great shining structure among the roiling landscape, something stable and enclosed, a shelter. You kept your eyes on it, hoping it would draw close enough that you might peer inside its windows. And just as it came near, the shattered landscape lurched. With little warning, the forest snapped back together as if someone had pulled the knot of reality tight once again. Oh. Except, by now it wasn't the forest you knew, it was hardly even a forest. You stood, stretched, and began the hike towards the court. Hello, Brace! Hello, Paladin Boots, how are you? Okay, so we made it to the court. Oh. Later, while the sun hovered low over the horizon, there was a feast within the walls of the court. So what? I'll figure this out. Hoping to avoid any attention, you sought out a more isolated part of the hall. An empty table near an exit where no one would pay you much mind. A sound plan, except... The hall was soon overflowing with people, and your table was no exception. Hello, Dirk! The young man seated to your right began engaging you in idle conversation. Hey, man. The weather, how you found the meal, the role of the individual in society, how you preferred to make your bed, those sorts of subjects. Eventually, he inquired about how you came to arrive at the court. Which answers my question quite thoroughly while raising many more, he says as you conclude your tale. But forgive me, you haven't actually finished your story, have you? Be Johnny? You admit that there's a bit more, though you have yet to make sense of it. The people within the court were earnest but odd. After your arrival, you attempted to get some answers about your whereabouts, but the strange circumstances outside, except... They spoke mostly in riddles and nonsense, didn't they? They did. Let's find out where you are. Ooh! Gyaru Johnny. Oh wait, do you mean if I had a boy's name? I mean, Johnny does seem like the easy answer, right? What if you called me Jonathan? Like Jonathan. Jonathan. A man resting in the shade of the wall. Alright. Said the man, "Whoa, pal, before you ask me any more questions, you gotta know my deal." Ahem. My deal is that I can only answer questions you haven't asked. So as to where we are, no can do. Sorry, can't tell you. But what are we doing? Oh man, we're a court of fairies on a quest to find our missing queen. Oh no, I have to go to my room. Come on, come on. He looked to both sides, then said, "So let me know if you see her. Just don't ask me where she is." Next to you... Hold on, are you seriously going to tell me about every individual conversations you had in excruciating detail? Yeah. Yes, you are, because if he lets you proceed uninterrupted, he'll learn that many of these people played a part in what happens next. Fine, fine. Let's find out where you are. A woman in a helmet doing her taxes at a picnic table. Ye old fae. Okay. Said the woman, "I would love to tell you where we are, friend, but I haven't even figured it out where we aren't. Well, she gestured at a stack of maps on the table behind her. We're not in any of those places. Or at least we weren't. Who knows if that's true now that the whole tide has come in? You attempted another tactic, hoping to glean some information. Perhaps she could at least tell you the name of this place? Oh, we just call it the court. Its full name is the Court of... I forget. Something like the Court of Aluminum, but it starts with a T? The Court of Tungsten? I don't know. Maybe. I'm new here and I'm bad with names, but at least I can give you mine. I'm Robin. She held out her hand, which you shook as you introduced yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should try and sort this out before the tide settles again. Now, who are these gentlemen? A pair in front of a blackboard discussing magic. What could they possibly... What spells? There appeared to be a seminar of some sort taking place in the courtyard. A seminar on magic, if you understood the text on the blackboard correctly. So, okay, first you take a metaphor, and then you stretch it really thin, right? Right? Like, really thin. So thin you forget its original purpose. Then you inflate it. Right. Just inflate the metaphor. I prefer to use my lungs for that. Then, as it's inflating, you twist it like... Hang on. Like so. You still following? I think so. And... Hold on. Ta-da! There. It now resembles a dog. A delight for children and such. Okay. So what happened to the metaphor? It's a lovely little balloon dog now. I see. They seemed a bit busy, so you left them to it. What? Is this a cat? Is this a slug? A small cat bathing in the sun atop the walls. Yeah, I'll talk to that fucking cat. You kidding me? It's a cat. Oh, a small cat. Meow. Ah, your questions are numerous, but inconsequential, for they overlook the current crisis. Yeah, I think this guy made another game that my friend liked as well. Meow. What crisis? Why, the crisis whereby my dinner is late? Meow. It is so late, in fact, that I'm not certain the concept of dinner is something I invented in a fugue of hunger. Oh, okay. I got a lot of ads for... Well, not ads. I got a lot of, TikToks from the creator of Consume Me. Back when I used TikTok. Their tactics were interesting. All other societal issues are mere trivialities in comparison to my plight. Please, stranger, might you fill my bowl, thus ending this ravenous standoff? A woman behind you laughed. Oh, don't listen to him. He's been fed twice today already. Oh, I can go back. What did the outside of the court look like from atop the walls? Oh. Finding no immediate answers inside the court, you moved to the top of the walls and looked outward. Perhaps there was something you could see from this vantage that would shed more light on your situation. What is this? Oh, okay. To the contrary, conditions outside the walls were even stranger than they were at the time of your arrival. The rest of the shattered landscape had now melted away. The court stood alone amid a void. But not for long. Like a rush of water, new surroundings began to surround. Much of the new topography was familiar to you. You could identify fields, water, wood, and hills. Okay. Oh, but there's people on them. But there was something else to see. A menacing group of other courts were also part of the landscape. Oh. You were not alone in noticing these courts. Someone shouted, "The war! The war! The war is here!" Someone else, "That can't be. Puck said no wars until we find the queen." And perhaps he should explain that to them. Surrounded by the enemy on all sides and bereft of an obvious course of action, the people of the court began to pray. A man stepped forward and offered the first prayer. "I genuinely wish no harm upon our enemy. I merely prayed they would fade into obscurity." Damn, I feel like that about a lot of people on the internet. Oh, when I'm gonna kill these people? That's crazy. Wow, I didn't expect that to work, but thanks. The woman named Robin offered the next prayer. My notes are quite clear on this. Prayer does not work. Our time is much better spent steering the court. Remember, their soldiers cannot cross water. We should try to take shelter behind a moat until the tides come in. You want me to switch? But then I'm right next to... There! Now that river protects us from nearly half of the field. Hills should also slow their advance, so for my next prayer... But the next prayer did not belong to Robin. The next prayer belonged to the cat. Meow. So long as we're making demands of God, then my wish as ever is to be fed. Psst, hey. You probably didn't notice, but something just happened over here. What happened is, by matching fields, the court has just acquired more food. Oh, okay. Similarly, other parts of the battlefield can be matched to earn water, wood, or coin. None of those fairies in the court will tell you this. Their religion forbids them from acknowledging the existence of the user interface. But I am a secular tooltip. I fear no god. I will do my best to provide you with this vital information. You're welcome. Yes, more of that, please. Oh, okay. I can do that. But what if I wanted... Uh-oh. Robin then bemoaned the loss of the moat. And we face even more of the enemy than before. Why do I bother? The scholars at the blackboard now chimed in. We've identified the most strategically sound location. This spot right here. If we just steer over there carefully, we should be fine. But Robin interjected. Stop! Look at the clock. It's almost low tide. We have time left for only one more move. Oh, okay, so this is tide. Hello again. So the clock and the time left Robin alludes to is in fact this unassuming progress bar at the edge of your vision. Much like life, every move you make will deplete some of your remaining time. If we have only one prayer left, what do you suggest we ask for? Sigh, we might as well pray for a miracle. Well, that's a start. Apologies, but another explanation from me. Your humble tooltip is in order. The previous move chained multiple matches together. Because of this, you have earned some bonus time. Okay. For the fairies of the court, this might as well be a miracle. Is there any chance we could do that again, whatever that was? But there was no such chance. The next prayer would be the last one. Incidentally, the next prayer also belonged to you. Unsure of what any of this really meant, you imitated the people around you and made a pointless decision. Can I just click anywhere? They want to be here, right? Made a pointless decision? What pointless decision do I want to make? I kind of just want to do this. The battlefield snapped together as the court snapped to attention. Places, everyone! Windows were shuttered, doors were slammed, throngs of people emerged from inside and formed a line near the gates. Oh, where'd everybody go? I tap on your shoulder. One of the scholars. We could use some help in the dressing room, if you have a free hand. Okay. Along with the scholars, introduced to you as Hop and Skip, you sorted through a large pile of costumes, props, and weapons. Check the tag on that, would you? Make sure I put it together properly. Click and hold. Farmer working fairy gathers food from fields. If it looks correct, feel free to hand it out. Click to use. You handed the bundle of farmer's apparel to the first person in line. Unperturbed by the idea of harvesting wheat in the middle of a battle, they whistled as they marched out to the front gate. Now do it again. Deploy another farmer. Now see if this one fits anybody. Where's this one? Soldier, offensive fairy, attacks the enemy. You handed a bundle of armor and weapons to the next person in line. She tested the weight of a weapon in her hand. I haven't received any training, so I'm just planning to hit anything that doesn't belong to us. After this minimal preparation, the scholars considered their work finished. I'd place our chances of survival somewhere near abysmal, but I'm afraid this is the best we can do. A small mercy, at least, that the queen isn't here to witness this. And so you waited with the others for the battle to commence. Hello, I must pester you one more time before I take my leave. Observe, this is the undo button. Use it to change your mind as many times as you wish before starting the battle. However, the official editorial position of this tooltip is that you are liable to lose no matter how many times you change your mind presently. When you are ready to use the play button to proceed into battle, now I will leave you in peace. But, should you ever desire the company of your loyal tutelage, all you need to do is click and hold over any button or tile, and I will do my best to explain it to you. Thank you, tooltip! I just want to see how this goes. Commence battle. We're definitely gonna lose, but like, that's fine. We are harvesting that damn wheat. They're coming for us! They're coming for us! They're all coming for— oh my god. No! No! The court! No! Okay. And then, sometime later, as the sun hovered low over the horizon, there was a feast within the walls of the court. The man to your right is beside himself with laughter. Okay, so our court, caught off guard by a sudden war, stumbles behind enemy lines, made a token attempt at resistance, and was summarily toppled. Do I have that right? Yes, that does appear to be an accurate summary. Well then, I'm certainly glad I slept through that. As you look at your surroundings, a switch flips in your mind. Your own story makes little sense now that you think about it. How did you— Your companion pats your arm. Don't worry about it. If our court couldn't withstand physical destruction, we wouldn't last 5 minutes in the pull of the tide. But enough about that. It's about time I made some introductions. As you've narrowly avoided learning, this place is called Titanium Court. Meanwhile, I have the honor of being the steward of the court. My name is Puck, although my lover's enemies call me Goodfellow. I am chief advisor and friend eternal to our fair queen. As fancy as that sounds, in practice it means he's unemployed. One of the scholars, the man named Hop, has approached your table. He appears to have had a drink or two, or 4. He pulls up a seat between the two of you and assumes a jovial attitude. Guess the queen stood us up, huh? Lucky for her, I'd say I'd skip town too if I knew what a sorry showing the court would make. But on the plus side, we can continue draining her wine cellar. Now, are you going to help me with that, Goodfellow, or are you going to just stare at me? I don't mind either way. Puck, staring at the scholar, mouth agape, slowly inhales and pinches his nose. What fools these— How drunk are you, Hop? The queen is right here. I've been speaking to her for the entire feast. Me? An excited hush falls over the entire hall. Hop blinks, looks at you, looks at Puck, turns bright red. Oh! Huh! I see it now! That calls for Her Majesty's finest vintage! I'll be right back! As Hop makes a quick exit, you look steadily at Puck and shake your head. There's no use denying it now, not after the tale you told me. If you'd like more proof, just take a look at where you're seated. You slowly take in your surroundings. Yay! I like all these shitty fairies so far. Oh. I mean, Puck smiles. Now if I may conclude my introductions, let me present the court to your majesty, and likewise. He stands up and addresses the entire hall as he says, Long absent, the Queen of Titanium Court, always a stranger, has arrived. Cheers erupt and dessert is served. Hell yeah. Whoa! Fuck yes. To your left, Hop returns with an armful of glasses and bottles. And about time, too. Goodfellow, did you tell her about the war yet? Right? Yeah! Titanium Court! They said it. Chapter 1, a place beloved only of clowns and criminals. So true. I love that. I started taking a big sip. And then, just a short while after the feast, the court returns to war. Oh, okay. You're in charge of the war now, Your Majesty. You should be fine. Just remember everything we've taught you about magical warfare. Blinking slowly, you remind them that at this exact moment, they have taught you roughly nothing about magical warfare. Ah, good. She remembers quite clearly. High tide. While the fields are broken, arrange that to your advantage. What's this? Consult the ever-changing map? Hello? Is this what it wants me to do? You don't know what any of this means. While the fields broken. Okay. So... I mean, I would like less... dudes. Let me think. Wait. Hill, match 4, very slow to travel on foot, not flammable. Okay. I must think. I do this? Okay. I just went. Oh. It'd be so nice if... Okay, well that got rid of some of them, which is what I was hoping for. And then I do this, get rid of those guys. I feel like we have far less than we did before, which is good. But... what is this? A seat announcing new beginnings. The soapbox of the natural world. What am I supposed to do with that? What if I... Okay, they can't cross water, so they can't get it to me from there. This guy's right next door, which is a problem. But what do I do with the stump? I have so many turns now that I look at it. Like... Ooh, but I want a lot of things, if I'm being quite honest. I'm just trying to set this up to get rid of some of these. Oh, perfect. Get rid of these. Get rid of those. We're down there. The closest guy is here. There's water in between. Inspect my available units. Okay. Get rid of them. Do I think I can pull off? Yes. Okay, let's see what happens. Alright, let's make preparations for the coming battle. I want one field guy, and I'm gonna get 2 of these guys. Go forth, my children. Commence battle. Get them, get them, get them, attack. Woohoo! Okay, okay. They're traversing, they're traversing. Kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them. Yes, yes. Now that guy's... Ooh! Did I do good? Well, having now achieved some kind of victory in the war, you wonder if someone in the court might help you return home. It would be our pleasure if you can show us the way. Also, that was only one battle. There are many more to come, if my notes are to be trusted. Okay. Okay, well, if you understand this map correctly, if it even is a map, there appears to be some sort of signage just ahead. Perhaps if you can reach those signs, you'll learn more about where you actually are, along with how to get home. And to reach them, we need merely to be swept forward by the tide as we've been all along. Convenient. Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, get rid of these. And that. Like, do I not just go up? New. Take a look inside. Yeah. You are quite curious about what you might find inside the storage unit, but it's locked. Oh, okay. Well, then, my sons, we're going all out. I can have 4? I can have 4. Yo! Kill! Oh, get to the storage! Get to the storage! Kill. Murder. That's right. How are we gonna get back home? Woo! Oh. Whoa! Jesus! Get the hell out of here. Go home. What is that? Pumpkin? Peridolic pumpkin? A plant possessing a friendly false face. How do I collect that? Can my little weak guys do that? Ah, okay, so I do need that. I want my little guys to collect those. But do farmers even... I don't know. I'm taking a gander. Okay. I feel like a lot of my water placements are good. As long as we just immediately attack this thing and this guy, I think we'll be fine. Because they have to go quite a ways from up there. But... dare I dream? Let's see. I don't want to get rid of the water. Well, I mean, I don't really need the water. There's not much up there. And then we get rid of all these guys. Get rid of those guys. I feel like I've made it pretty good for me, personally. Shit. Oh! Never mind. They kind of destroyed themselves. We just immediately attack. We have to kill. Death. Oh, that's right, yeah. You can move the court. I think that's the move. Okay, so I want... Oh, I can only have 2? Oh, but I can also have... as many of these guys as I want? That's crazy. Go forth. We need food, so... kill them. Wait, kill those guys. Oh, oh! Look out, my friends! Where are you going? You need to protect the court! The court! Fuck. Okay. Oh, they made out with... okay. With time and repetition comes comfort. You feel your maximum level of comfort increase to 1. Okay. What does that mean? The next morning you awake in a strange bed. The bed is strange Not just because it's not your usual bed, but because it's also not the bed you fell asleep in. Puck told you any room within the court might be the Queen's, so you parted with him at the first room you found that wasn't already occupied. A small chamber beneath a staircase, a twin-sized bed neighbored by a nightstand and a lamp, a small desk in the corner. No windows. No windows? But the ventilation! Meanwhile, the bed you awakened in is a queen-size and contained within a spacious chamber that opens onto a balcony. Oh. The balcony overlooks the courtyard of your new home. You appear to be roughly 5 stories above ground. Damn. Your bed chambers. What should you do? Keys. Take stock of your possessions? Okay, yeah, good idea. You look over at the scant possessions that were in your person when you arrived at the court. Everything appears to be where you left it, with one irritating exception. Sometime between your arrival and now, you have managed to misplace your keys. In a way, you suppose you also managed to misplace the locks those keys are intended for. A mystery, admittedly, of much greater concern to you than the missing keys. Damn, okay. Explore the court? Yeah. Meet more weird little fairies. Yo, chair? Funny chair? Richard, no. Investigate the dining... Wait, I want to talk to the guy. Wait, there's the man named Puck, and you have a lot to say to him. The man named Puck is just across the courtyard. Perfect, you have many things you wish to ask him. Hi, Puck. What? As you draw near, he quickly exits the scene. You might be imagining it, but he seemed to retreat the moment he saw your approach. Well, I guess let's investigate the dining hall? What should you do here? Grab some breakfast? Yeah! In the light of day, the feasting hall more closely resembles a common dining area. Yeah, it's fun! Right? You collect some breakfast from a buffet, then look for a table. You would prefer to sit somewhere out of the way near an exit, ideally hidden. Girl. You sit in the most nondescript location you can find, a corner near the trash bin. Before you finish to bite, a whole host of fairy courtiers arrive with their meals and sit with you. They make idle conversation and a few honest attempts at answering your myriad of questions, none of them successful. As you complete your meal, you idly note that your table is now the most lively and boisterous table within the hall. You also note, idly, that despite his assurances that he would answer all your questions, the man called Puck remains nowhere to be seen. As a result of eating breakfast, you get a small bonus. You got 10 bread! Let's go. Oh, I guess I'm leaving. Oh, new places. Ooh! Look out the window. Yeah! Look out the window. There's some dogs catching frisbees in the courtyard just out of frame. Fuck! I can't see it! Whoa! Okay, hell yeah. Hell yeah! They're so talented. Neat. What's... Go to war? Go to war? You should see to the business of the day. Oh, okay, so I guess I am going to war. Go to war once more? Yes. After breakfast, the court goes to war. And, as you ready yourself, a question. Your Majesty, is the intensity of the war to your liking? If not, please feel free to adjust the thermostat. The thermostat, maybe make things a little easier on yourself. Current comfort... Oh, okay. Oh, so I can get little guys? With my thermostat? Comfort... +1 comfort. Start with the ability to produce minors. Ooh. Start with basic income of 2 at the start of every low tide. I don't know what I do with money yet, so I don't know if I want to get on there. Start with the ability to produce lumberjacks. Start with an extra 10. Start with an extra 10. Money. Do I want miners or do I want lumberjacks? I think... Leo. I think I'm gonna get some lumberjacks. Yeah. It runs in my family. You've gained the ability to produce lumberjacks. Proceed at max comfort level 1? Yes. Despite falling short of them yesterday, you're definitely confident you can reach those signs today. Am I? Very good. Her Majesty's loyalty to this approach is quite admirable. How steadfast! Oh, there's a treasure in this one. New. Wait, aren't some of those enemy courts empty? You noticed a subtle difference between some of the enemy courts on the battlefield. While enemy courts have soldiers prominently stationed outside their gates, there are also plenty of them that appear to be completely empty. You think you can maybe assume that these empty will not attack the court during the coming battle. Yes, you can assume that. Additionally, you can see when enemy soldiers will attack the court over here on the timeline. Even soldiers might be no threat if you can deal with the courts before they attack. Okay, so there's only one guy on the field that's going to attack me. So, you know what I need? I need a waiter. I need a hella waiter. Your Majesty, look! There's a chest resting on that patch of land. We should be able to recover its contents as long as it remains in sight until low tide. Okay, okay. Okay, so we'll just keep that there for later. The chest will be yours to open during low tide. Okay. Do I need any of the resources, basically? I'm making him go a very long way if he wants to come get me. Oop. And then that's a lot of water for my little guys. Oh, another gentleman. Oh, another chest as well. Ooh. I mean, I can handle 2 of them, I think. Oh, okay, that's right, yeah. Moving the court also passes time. Hear me out. Put this right here? Yeah. Alright. My creatures. New. Gather all manner of trinkets, treasures, trifles, and toys. A selection of goods are yours for the taking. Airlift. Working spell. Move to a new location. Oh! Instantly gain... I want this. Spells, huh? Or I could sell it. But I don't know what I want to sell things for right now. So... Oh, it's got a lot of resources that it needs to be used. Oh! I'll just get it, and it'll explain to me how it works. The chests are empty, it's now safe to shut them. Okay. I want... What do I want? I want... We'll get a lumberjack. We'll get 2 of these guys. And I don't think we should... We don't really need that. I got... I feel pretty defended. But maybe we'll grab a couple of these guys. Yeah, because then they'll grab me more stuff. Alright, go forth. Go forth, my creatures. Let's go. Guys are gonna start coming our way soon, actually. Guys, come back. Come back home. Guys? Come back home? Okay, never mind, we're fine. Yay! Ooh. Oh. Another pumpkin. Okay. So there's a guy. There's... Get rid of these. And that. A tap on your shoulder, Robin points to a building in the distance. Your Majesty, that shop is neutral to this conflict. We should strongly consider stocking up on supplies. Oh! Of course, that's only if it stays in view. If it disappears before low tide, we'll have to wait until we pass another one. Okay, so that's what I use my money on. I understand now. New, shop is closed during high tide, but you can call them to check their inventory. Oh, okay. You call into the shop to learn about what they have for sale. However, before you can proceed, the voice on the line stops you and asks if you understand how money works. Do I? No. You thought you understood a lot of things before your world shattered, and now you might as well understand nothing. Whoa, I don't need your life story, ma'am. I just gotta make sure you know where money comes from. Let me explain. First thing you gotta know is where money doesn't come from. You probably used to get stuff like the bread, the water, the wood, the rock? Randomly during high tide, right? Well, that's not gonna work for money. Instead, you earn money by doing your job. You do have a job, right? You don't think you have a job? Oh, come on. I have a caller ID, you know. I know you're a fancy fairy queen of fancy fairy court fighting a fancy fairy war. That's totally a job. Have more confidence. So anyway, fairy queens usually earn money by defeating their enemy on the battlefield. Just knock down those castles and money will pop out. Oh yeah, you can also get some money by selling stuff. Maybe to us. But doing your job is a surefire method. Whew! Now that I've given you the talk, how about I tell you what we have for sale? We're closed during high tide, but here's what we would have if we were open. Barracks. Offensive structure. Produces 2 soldiers at the start of each battle. Ooh, I want that. Wall. Defensive structure. Presents vertical difficulty. Oh, I do want this. I know I can't buy it right now, but... Basic income. Oh yeah, okay. So I understand. Oh, a knight! He's got a... would he stand outside? Okay. I have ideas for later. Okay. Get these little dudes out of here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's so many of you now. Who let you in? Get out. Shoot. Go. Thank you. And water and wood. And then since this one's empty, I can just do that. Yeah! Uh-oh, Leo. Okay, I have lots of these things, which is nice. I'm gonna get 2, 2, 1. Yes. Yeah. Why shouldn't I? Alright, go forth, my creatures. I still don't know what I do with the pumpkin. You're doing so great, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for your hard work. It's a good music track, though. It's very classic. Woohoo! Alright. Whoa! Wait, but I didn't get to go to the shop. Nope. Is that a billboard in the middle of the battlefield? It's true. There appears to be a billboard of some sort amongst the scattered elements of the terrain. You go to the outer walls of the court to get a better look. You need law. Do I? Says Robin, that thing gives me the creeps, Your Majesty. As if we were about to be sued just by looking at it. So true. You agree. It might be best to look away lest you draw some unwanted legal action. What? Okay. Injured? Good. Oh my gosh, there's so many little dudes this time. That I have to... destroy. Another structure wades into view in the distance. You suppose this is another... Look, Your Majesty, a temple of market. Should you wish to pay your respects, you need only stay in view until low tide, correct? Correct! Your brilliance continues to blind. Okay, temple. I'm curious about. Now, Tane, I can get it. What else would I like to move? Ba, 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 ba. I like having my water barrier, so I don't really want to fuck with that. Do this? No, my water barrier! Get out of here. I made a fool- wait. Market forbids trading during high tide, but you can ask their forecaster to predict the future. Oh! Trade food at market prices. Trade water at market prices. So how do I trade? Okay, we kind of pushed him down. He's gonna have to walk a long way to try and get me. You two over here pissing me off. But you're trapped. You have to go a long way. No, you're completely trapped over there, actually. I might just fuck around up here, because it's safer. Oh, I don't want to move that. We'll do this. And of course you had to appear. Of course. We want to keep the billboard though, right? I don't think it matches with anything, so I don't think we can disappear it. Wait, did I accidentally get rid of my... Oh, fuck, I got rid of the market. That's okay. We'll get it next time. Okay. Do I? I have no idea. They have not explained that. Make preparations for the incoming battle. Oh, they probably wanted me to use the shop down here. I'm stupid and I just missed it. Okay. We're gonna get... I think I'm good on food. I think we're just gonna... 4 little guys. And I think that should be plenty. Go forth. Go forth, my little guys. Do you ever think about the fairy knights as they appear in Fate Grand Order? Like Fairy Knight Tristan and Fairy Knight Barghest? I think about Barghest a lot because she's beautiful. Brother, look out! Brother, behind you! Owie! 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 You're gonna have to feed my court on your own. I win. Hello, Hygog. How are you? Uh-oh. And now the court finds itself surrounded by catapults? To be perfectly precise, those appear to be trebuchets. Given that trebuchets are a subcategory of catapult, you don't see any reason why you can't just call them catapults. Very well, my queen. I retreat to the face of your overflowing wisdom. Whoa. Those are all gonna throw okay. Okay. Ugh. A strange building comes into view. As you observe it, the phone in your office rings. Oh yeah, I probably can. Hey, Titanium Court, Your Majesty? I'm calling from the Glass House. Yeah, we sell potions. As our name suggests, we firmly oppose the act of throwing stones in any form. Therefore, we'd like to offer our full support to Titanium Court if your campaign against these stone-throwing trebuchets. To start, here's a pro tip, free of charge. Hills will block the projectiles fired by catapults. Okay. Just surround your court with hills and you'll be safe. And if that doesn't work, we sell a variety of instant-use potions that can help you deal with this threat. Give us a call sometime. We'll be happy to help. Who was it, Your Majesty? You explained that it was a telemarketer, albeit one whose pitch might prove useful. Wow, rare. Can't buy right. Oh, okay, that's where a potion of teleport, which is akin to that. Potion of flood insurance ensures a flood wherever it lands. Potion of geology can make mountains out of molehills and other terrain. Okay. Want to set something on fire? Our potions are alarmingly capable of doing that. Fuck yes. I just need to figure out... Matches with all, fires from a distance but is blocked by hills. Decently flammable. Okay. I'm learning things. I need hills. A lot of them. Ooh, yeah. Yes. And then... Fuck. My hills! Do this? I'm running out. I'm running out! Oh! Okay, so that can't hit me. That can hit me. That also can hit me. That can hit me. That can't hit me. Okay, so I only have 3 that can hit me right now. Why? How come none of them are hitting the glass house? Come on! It'd be so funny. I don't want to destroy that. Oh my god, there's so many of them. But, if I do this... And then... That one has to go so far. That one can't hit me. So I only have 2 that can hit me right now. Okay. Can any of them hit me now? No, nobody can hit me now. But do they destroy the... That one can hit me now, though. Make preparations for battle. Hey, can I have a fire potion? Yeah, do we wholesale fire? Where should we put it? Do you want us to burn down your house? What, you trying to run an insurance scam? Get out of here with that. I think this is the only one that can hit me. And then... Can my guys go and destroy them? Because that'll get me more money. Yes? Okay. Go forth, my little guys. And you know what? Why not? So have some... Yeah. Let's go. Let's just get some resources. Oh, don't walk into the fire, please, my little fellas. My little guys. Just destroy things. Wonton destruct- oh. But the fire's spreading? Okay, never mind, we're fine. Yay! The catapults continue their assault, although you note that there are now slightly fewer of them hanging around. Okay, wait. So I'm still amongst the catapults. Okay. Interesting. Well, that protects me from this guy, and that guy, and not that guy. Oh wait, no, I'm not this- okay, I got confused for a second. Okay. But you two are a fucking problem. Get out of here. Then I need to do something about all this stuff over here so I have blockages in between. None of you are really... Oopsies. Oh shit. You know what? That's fine. If I... If I blow this up, then the other ones will catch. But can I catch on fire if it spreads to me? Oh shit. Yes? Oh fuck. Okay, well... Go forth, my warriors, and kill that fucking catapult that's right there. Oh! Oh, it's an instant! Wait, but that other guy's gonna throw! Bro! I thought it would catch on fire, but it didn't. Is 3... Okay, no, I'm fine. My little men are coming for you. I like these little guys. My little fairies. Yeah, the sports animation cut-ins are so good. The tide washes away the last of the catapults. You appear to have weathered the storm. The threat of the catapults now eliminated, the glass house pulls up next to the court, and you receive another phone call. The salesman offers congratulations for your victory and asks if there's any further assistance he might provide. You answer immediately, asking if he knows a way for you to return home. Oh, definitely. Let's pull over somewhere and I'll draw you a map. What? The salesman shows you the map and explains the directions. Okay, so you've seen this before, right? You have, but no one thus far has offered an explanation for any of it. You assumed it was some sort of map. Hey, it kinda is, but it changes every day, so I'll say it's more of a weather report. But it's pretty simple. Each of these rows is a battle. Within a given row, each column is a battlefield. Do you follow? No, you don't. You'll figure it out. But importantly, did you know you can choose from 3 potential battlefields before every battle? No, you didn't know that. Anyway, here's where you are right now, smack in the middle of war. To get home, you're first going to have to make it to victory, which is right up here. Oh. What the fuck is that? Before or after the dragon? After. Of course. But making it to the end isn't enough. After that, you'll need to make an exit. Make an exit. Given the abstract nature of movement to the tide, would he be willing to elaborate on that? Oh yeah, it's confusing, right? These routes were conjured up in the 60s. Everyone was hopped up on allegory or something. Around here, making an exit means you gotta consciously leave the path you're on. You know, like you gotta fundamentally change as a person. What? Pardon? Okay. This might be a long shot, but does he have any specific advice for how you might do that? Preferably in a safe and non-traumatizing way? Do I ever? Your Majesty, that's our specialty. He sweeps his arms back to reveal a shelf of bottles under a marquee that reads Love Potions. I don't think I need that. Is he attempting to make a joke? Not at all. Nothing changes a person more than love. I mean, that's true, but... Okay. You take a deep breath. If his love potions function like those described in stories, i.e. forcing an individual to fall in love with a person they otherwise have no interest in, then you have absolutely no interest in them. Your Majesty, with all due respect, that's messed up. I don't sell anything like that. You've been hearing some weird rumors, huh? I blame my competition. Please let me set the record straight. My potions cannot create love from nothing. They merely expand the love that already exists within you. Seeing your shoulders relax a bit, he continues with his pitch. Now, if you're new to love potions, I definitely recommend starting small. He pulls a potion off the shelf. Like this one. Full of love for something called baseball. This one's great for beginners. Fuck yes, brother! Yes! I'm full of love for that thing called baseball. How did he know? How does he know? Like, I know we're a fairy queen, but I didn't expect to be called a woman, because games default to be man. And baseball. Baseball. Sorry, I'm double sipping really quick. Oh yeah, I have a story before we continue that I forgot to say earlier. You know that funny picture I drew with the golden pantyhose? The other day, as it was going kinda doing numbers, yeah. Hello, Hickory Dillingham! Thank you, I will. As it was doing numbers, I looked at my notifications for like half a second, and I noticed a familiar face in my likes. And I was like, no fucking way. And I looked, and it is somebody who I used to talk to on DeviantArt 20 years ago. And I'm like, oh my god, they know. And then, like 10 minutes after that, I checked my Normie account. They like to post from like 5 months ago on my Normie account. And I'm like, oh my god, they know. They're not going to say anything though, so I don't care. I don't think they're in the business of doing that kind of stuff. Hi, eGhost. Yeah, I have a Normie account. What do you mean? Doesn't everybody have a non-VTuber account if they're a VTuber? Right? We all had to come from somewhere. Okay, that's what I thought, okay? My Normie account. Where I'm not a VTuber. Hey. I know, I was very surprised. I'm glad to see that they're still drawing stuff. And then it was also so funny. I shan't elaborate. You're free to try and dig through that if you want to. But yesterday on Toma's stream, oh yeah, I was on DeviantArt way back in the day, just drawing fan art of stuff. I got pretty well known for drawing Hitalia, but I tried, when I drew the pantyhose picture, I was like, okay, I have to change my style a little bit so I'm not detectable. It's so detectable. When I look at my, like, whatever. Anyways, when I was on Toma's stream yesterday, we were talking about, oh, that's true, tomorrow's Mother's Day. And Maid Day. Oh, what if I drew a cute maid picture? We'll see. We'll see what I have time for. While I was on Toma's yesterday, I was talking about, because we brought up, we were talking about IDW Sonic, and then I brought up that the IDW, like the main IDW Sonic guy, had a webcomic that's now only like print or ebook or whatever, which is fine. And I was talking to them and I was like, yeah, I thought the comic was like fun. I think, and I don't mean this derogatorily, but I think they could use an editor, which is, you know, it's advice that you can't really give out because you'll get yelled at for that. And I said that. And Toma was like, you would know about that, right? And I was like, hey, we can't talk about this. We can't talk about this out here. I've known Toma for 15 years now, I realized. We just find each other. I told this story because somebody was like, how you've known Toma for a long time? And I was like, yes. When I found, okay, Toma has a very distinct art style that I would recognize anywhere. And she also has a very distinct voice, as I'm sure you can tell if you listen to her. Like, she has a very distinct voice, very distinct cadence. Love it. I instantly clocked her in the VTuber sphere. I saw her design, bam! I'm like, oh, I know that person! Oh my god! And unlike some people in my past, I had a good relationship with her when we've, like, found each other in other communities in the past. And so I just sent her a DM immediately, and I was like, hey, Toma, it's me! Doxes myself. Because she's not she's not gonna do that to me. And she was like, oh my god. And so, yeah, Toma the monkey. She's fun. I love Toma. She's very sweet. We were, hi Dantalion. We were getting a little heated. Honestly, I thought we would get more heated because we were arguing about we were ranking Don Bluth films. Yeah, hold on, let me shout out Toma really quick. I love Toma. Toma's a sweetie pie. Loves animated stuff. Toma's favorite Don Bluth film is The Pebble and the Penguin. And I love that for her. I don't like The Pebble and the Penguin. No, I think my favorite is probably, I mean, it's it's kind of hard. I mean, obviously Land Before Time is the best structurally. Troll in Central Park is also not great. I would not look. I'll do my Don Bluth tier list someday, okay? Okay. But no, I think unfortunately Troll in Central Park is down in the bottom with the Pebble and the Penguin. I would put Thumbelina was the one that I was obsessed with as a child. And it still goes in like kind of the mid tier. The Land Before Time is his masterpiece. I will say, like, I love Secret of Nim, and Secret of Nim is also great, but I think in terms of mass appeal, fantastic direction, perfect writing, I think original Land Before Time is number one. Did you? Okay, I've been lied to so many times about this film because I refuse to watch it. I like the American Tail films because I am a rodent girl, as we all know. I love American Tail. American Tail 1, when I was a kid, American Tail 2 was my favorite. But as an adult, rewatching American Tail 1 and having like the historical context that you don't realize as a child for what happens. Bartok, I'll get into that, okay? No, I have a mouse, Sona. Not a rat. Sorry, I'm a little mouse. It's somewhere. Junk drew it for me. And then she drew Billy as a big rat. But there's a third American Tail film. And in the third American Tail, an American Tail Fievel Goes West was all a dream. And there's evil corporations. And also there's Native American mice living in the Statue of Liberty. And there's treasure there or something, I think. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't want to think about it. Nope. But no, I love the way Don Bluth draws mouse women. I will say this with my full chest. Fuck yes. Bartok the Magnificent, I believe, is the only sequel to any of Don Bluth's films that Don Bluth actually worked on. And that is why the transformation sequence in that film goes so fucking hard. I'll say it with the full chest. The transformation sequence in Bartok the Magnificent is crazy, and I love it, even though, like, that's not my thing. I'm just like, oh, fuck yes, this is somebody's awakening moment. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. God, Bartok the Magnificent is crazy. I love it. It's not good, but it's crazy. No, like, yeah. So my favorites are personally, oh yeah, like you can see something and be like, oh my god, this is like the origin moment for some people, and it's like, fuck yes, hell yeah. Yeah, Baba Yaga's in that movie. There's a lot of weird things in that movie. Maybe we'll watch it sometime. I know Toma likes to do little watch-along parties and stuff for some of the weirder media that she likes to watch. I sent Toma the Lickpas, and she was like, oh my god, they remind me of Gallivants. And I had to Google what the... Toma is an ants girl versus a Bug's Life. I could not tell you fuck all about ants, except for I hate the guy that voices the main character because he's a pedophile. That is crazy. Like, I'm sorry. Like, hello. I'm sorry. Hopper. He Murder. Do you know who voices the? It's the Woody guy, the one that was a director, not Woody Harrelson. He's not a pedophile. What? Hold on. Ants film. Woody Allen. Yeah, he voices the main ant. And I'm like, ew, yucky. Why does it have a 92 on Rotten Tomatoes? Hello? Get the fuck out. Also, the entire film, Sylvester Stallone is doing what sounds like a Patrick Warburton impersonation. Also, sorry, we were discussing the live action Ferngully that, you know, I don't think any additional details have been pulled for that one. But I was just talking about how we don't have any iconic voices these days compared to like when we had Tony Jay and Tim Curry in rotation. And then I was thinking about it, I was like, we truly are just lacking baritones, because Tony Jay and Thurl Ravencroft, incredible baritones. I don't think their baritones were because they smoked. So I'm like, where are the baritones going? Why aren't we getting more of them? Because Tony Jay, what an iconic voice. Tim Curry, I don't think he's a baritone. I'm bad at, like, I only know like the extreme and the in either direction when it comes to like diagnosing like an alto and a soprano and everything. I only know the highest and the lowest, basically. Those are the only two I can register. But Ben Starr's close, but it's not as deep. And also, I think Ben Starr's funny. I think he's great. I think he's done fantastic roles. I don't think Ben Starr could do Frollo. That was Tony Jay, right? Or the vacuum from The Brave Little Toaster, because that's Tony Jay and that's Thurl Ravencroft. Thurl Ravencroft is probably best known for being Tony the Tiger, but I think his pipes are shown off the best in the singing he does around the Disney parks. He's in a lot of Disney park songs. Miss him, unfortunately. He did pass. Oh, I think, oh, you know who they should get for Frollo? What's his nuts? The creepy guy that everybody hates. Morbius. Get Morbius to play Frollo. Get Morbius. Morbius play Frollo? If it's not Morbius, then I feel like they're going to cast the guy that played Pennywise. Does that make sense? Because he keeps playing weird roles. But I think they're going to get more. They should get Morbius. Get Morbius? He's not going to be old enough is the thing. Fuck. But it's a suggestion, Disney. You could do it. Anyways, I've gotten very off topic. We could do a Brave Little Toaster watch along. We could do Bartok. I think Bartok would be so funny to watch with a group. God bless Bartok. I love Don Bluth for all of his issues. Also, we were talking about how if you look at Banjo the Woodpile Cat, which was one of Don Bluth's like first solo animated things, his face is so Fievel Mouskowitz. He is the blueprint, despite being a cat. It's funny. I haven't seen any past the first Brave Little Toaster, and that's because I'm just like, I don't trust like that on direct. Oh, that's right. On the big Disney movie rating thing that she was going through, that everybody's having opinions on, there was no Goofy movie. That was like one of the only ones that was missing. I was very surprised by that. Also, hey, chat, what do you think about the Black Cauldron? I like the Black Cauldron. It's not great, but it could have been. I like the Black Cauldron. I like the Horned King. He's cool. But yeah, it's not great. I think watching it as a kid is actually probably pretty hard. It doesn't really keep you going for certain chunks, you know? But I like the Horn King. I like I think all the characters are fun. I don't like that the pig does bedroom eyes, but it not my place. Not my place to say anything. Anyways, we'll get back to the game. I'm sorry. Enjoy my little tirade. I hope you had fun. He pulls a potion off the shelf. Oh yeah, baseball. Baseball. The effects are really mild. Drink it and you'll end up liking this baseball just a bit more than you already do. That's it. I am not excited for the new... Why would I... Did you... Oh no. Did you know that the Animal Farm film, I think it's being... Toma pointed out that it's being put out by... Hold on, I have to look this up now. It's... a Mormon company. Hello, Anti-Canon. How are you? No, Animal Farm looks bad, and I'm pissed off about it, but I think it's being released or was produced by, I believe, Angel Studios? Where do I get information? Yeah, Angel Studios, which is a Mormon owned and run production company. And actually, if you go to their website, they have so many shows that you can watch. Don't watch them. Yeah, I believe they're Mormon. Let me double check. Do Mormons believe in Jesus? I don't know about any of that stuff. It's headquartered in Provo, Utah. Hold on. The studio produces and distributes values-based entertainment. Much of its content carries Christian themes, but I feel like it has to be Mormons. Right? Yes, Angel Studios was originally founded as VidAngel in 2014 by Latter-day Saint family members Neil Harmon, Jeffrey Harmon, and Daniel Harmon, Jordan Harmon, and Benton Crane. According to Neil Harmon, the brothers wanted to be able to show any movie to their children without worrying about explicit material. So... I don't think there's anything that's going to be explicitly Mormon because they can't sell it to Christians if they do that, but whoa, in 2016 VidAngel was sued by several major Hollywood studio for copyright violations, accusing the services of streaming unlicensed content that was not created by VidAngel. It didn't reach a settlement until 2020. That's crazy. Equity crowdfunding. Oh. Angel Studios. Angel Studios was named after the angel investors that participate in the new model that uses equity crowdfunding to finance original productions. In early 2021, Angel Studios purchased the domain angel.com for $2 million. What? The Angel Guild, launched in 2023, is a group of approximately 1 million members who review and vote on completed episodes and movies to help Angel Studios decide if they should take on a project. If a film or show's voting results meets the Guild's minimum eligibility requirements, the project enters into a due diligence process to determine its potential for distribution. Notable films greenlit by Angel include His Only Son, which earned $13 million at the worldwide box office, and Sound of Freedom, which grossed $250 million after Angel Guild members voted for its distribution. Interesting. Do I know any of these, like, normal films? No, unfortunately, I think it's just Animal Farm. Oh, that's right. No, they put out, I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was a movie that was about David, of David and the Goliath fame, that also, I believe, went to theaters in 2025. That was also Angel. That movie, I mean, I'm glad they have good animators, but Anyways. Yeah, no, Animal Farm sucks. I heard they rewrote the ending. And if that's true, I think a pack of wild boars should bite the ankles of everybody involved in that production. Yeah. You suppose that does sound relatively harmless. They rewrote it. Okay, I'll watch that. I mean, I have nothing against, like, watching it for the animation. If he also thinks it will help you return home, you might as well give it a try. Perfect. Oh, come on, put your wallet away. I'm not going to charge you for it. Just take it. I don't trust like that. I don't trust in the Fae realm. And so you return to the court with a new map of the war and a single complimentary potion of liking baseball. I don't need a potion for that. I don't need a potion for that. Ah, now you have a certain idea of what you're looking at here. Based on what the salesman told you, this is either a map or a weather report. Either way, the important thing is that you can choose which upcoming battlefield to traverse. What is this little song? I want shop. Flora unremarkable. Amenities shop. Enemies, archers, and goons? What's a goon? Birds and birds? I don't have anything against birds. Okay, so... Oh, archers. Birds and goons. I don't want birds. What? I guess we're doing archers. We're go maxing. I guess. Like from yeah. New. There's a new sign on the battlefield. You look through the spyglass at the sign in the distance. I know, I also miss when goon meant thug. Dead end. Okay. Oh, I know this one. This is a memento mori. I hear they're popular among mortals. This one is quite simple, perhaps even unrefined. It says dead end, so any mortal who reads it can remember exactly what awaits them at the end. In case they forgot? Precisely! Hello, Sprout Mage, how are you?
Sprout Mage just rated with 18 viewers.
Hey, Sprout Mage, what's your favorite Don Bluth film? Please? I would love to know. Huh? Oh, I hope you're having fun with Final Fantasy XIV. Don Bluth? The guy that made The Land Before Time? And An American Tail? How old are you? Actually, before the Titanay? Titanay, do you know that? Like Rockadoodle? With my bird wife in it? It's okay if you don't know any. I just like Don Bluth films, and I think having a favorite Don Bluth.
Welcome to my rave party.
Oh, Shanice Law, thank you so much for the follow.
Law just followed.
Land Before Time. He only did the original. The rest were done by a different studio. But Land Before Time original is, yes, only the original Fievel was Dawn, but An American Tail is very fun. It's very fun. Yeah. Oh, and the big plastic carton? Hell yeah. I like Don Bluth films, and I think if you're aware of Don Bluth as a person and have a favorite Don Bluth film, I feel like it can be telling. I think Rockadoodle's so fun. That was definitely one that got a lot of play in my household because the music is all really good, and I liked Goldie. And you know how sometimes you watch a movie as a child and you're like, you hear a term and the animated film acts like you should know that term. I, until like 2 years ago, didn't know what a bunion was, just that dog had them in in Rockadoodle. Big Water. The Dragon Slayer movie? Adequate pipe. Oh, lasagna. Big Water is a good song, is the thing. Yeah. There's like 12 Land Before Time sequels, is there not? 12? 13? I mean, good for them, but yeah. Crazy. But so many. And the TV show, that's right, that's right. Yeah, there were too many, and like once there were more than 4, you didn't know which one was the next one because they aren't numbered. How am I supposed to know? Yeah! If you have to rate and run, that's totally fine, but I just wanted to ask. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you've been having a great stream. You deem it unnecessary to offer any sort of correction. I mean, why would we correct the fairies? I like their stupid words that are wrong. Okay, so... Oh, what an annoying... The archers! The archers are the problem. Now, match for solitude, quick to travel on foot, a bit flammable. Okay. Oh yeah, the Lopunite! Yeah! And then I gave that to Al. He hunted me down for it. What do I want to move? I have to destroy these fucking things. Get out of here. Look, I had a Lopunny, but he seemed really dead set on the Lopunny grind, and I respect that, so I just handed it over. It was so crazy on that server. Like, I had a lot of fun with it, but when I would be on there and people would be like, why are you giving me this for free? 'Cause it's fun. Huh? Pardon? Be gone. Okay. Hi, Jude! Alright. And then, if I could just get rid of... I don't think it's gonna give me... Yeah, and like, I can't blame people for being competitive if they, like... I know some people were because they don't have like a Life 2D model yet, and that was the prize, which I think is fair. But some people got a little toxic with it. But I met a lot of nice people on there, so it's all good. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I honestly was like, oh wait, we're really competitive. Oh. Yeah, there was a tournament at the end. I did not win. I don't know shit about Pokemon. So I was not built for that, so to speak. Okay. I think we can survive this because my little guys will go kill this thing, and then I just have to worry about that guy. But they might go to them first. And the archer's pretty far away. Yeah! June did really well. I'm shopping. Oh, what's this? Archer outpost. Defensive structure. Harass passerbys. Ooh! Wait, I can get bird. Me get bird? Wait, can I sell this? Sell that. Me get bird. Enemies become friends, or I can have unhindered by terrain. That's... What's this? Stone barricade, defensive tradition. Gain shields when you gather stone during... Okay. I think I'm gonna get one of these. Yeah. Where I must be on tree. Right here. Okay, and then I need to buy guys. 1, 2. What? What? Oh! Wait, what am I out of that I can't buy guys? Wait. Food. Oh, I'm out of food. Shit. Oh, I'm fucked. Okay, well, you know what? I've learned things for this run. Just spam farmers. But I can't buy dudes mid-thing, right? Build the archer tower? Okay. Oh, yeah. That is always a shame, isn't it? I'm gonna put you right here. And then farmers. Oh, I didn't do that. So many farmers. Let's go! I don't think I'm gonna win, but we're doing our best. Let's get that grass, wheat. No, they're gonna kill my guy! Wait, maybe it's fine? It's fine? We have so much bread. Oh my god. Let's go! I like these guys. Do I get to keep them forever? Oh, okay. Knights and goons. Boats and goons. Birds and goons. Oh, I don't feel... I'm gonna go with boats and goons. Oh, and my guys stayed there. Yay! I did not realize they would... Oh, but they move around now. I see. And there's the boat. Matches with all. Produces gunboats that are restricted to water. Okay. But how do they fare in terms of other things? Hold on. Die? Thank you. Okay. That's gunboat, which is annoying for me. Get rid of this guy. Get rid of those. Okay. Move this guy. Oh wait, what does this do? It's still locked. I don't have my keys. What about in the shop? What do they got in the shop? I don't think it was that much. It was more than $10 though, I think. I think it was like 11 bucks. What do we got? What's this? Barracks? Produces 2 soldiers. I put you... here. Okay. And then I get a couple of these. A couple of these. A few of these. Go forth. Go forth, my creatures. Let's go! Let's go! My money! Wait, did my archers get killed? No, my archers! Well, one of my archers. Haha, you're so far away. You can't get me. Haha. Okay. As the court moves motionlessly across the void, it suddenly encounters a neighbor. Your courtiers cry out in alarm. You spy a great dragon soaring above his lair in the distance. The legendary apex predator opens its mouth and addresses the court. Here is what he says. Yeah, hey, could I get a... Hang on, let me look at the menu. Oh, it's an iguana. He sweeps his gaze over the court, doubling back when he catches sight of you atop the walls. Oh man, I'll have the Fairy Queen combo meal? No. No pickles. Oh. Whoa. Water. Missing woods. Amenities shop. Okay, so I can't put down my archer tower here. Scamps and goons? I don't know what a scamp is. This one, chests, knights and goons. This one, wormholes and goons. Rare chests and a hospital, though. I'm curious about this one. Hi, Gorian. How are you? Oh yeah, I'm sorry about how your luck's been going, bud. You now notice that the battlefield is littered with a bunch of ominous... What are those? Are those wormholes? I'm not sure what to call them, Your Majesty, but those things are bad news. The tide seems to group them with the enemy, but they never disappear when matched. Oh. Instead, they appear to merge with their neighbors, retaining every soldier those neighbors possess. Oh! If prayer actually worked, I would pray that we do not see them grow. They remain harmless as long as they're empty. Okay, so I can't go there. We have the dragon. Robin has noted on how the dragon behaves in battle. Right here, here's what my notes say. The dragon's first priority is to cook every fairy we send into the field. Once all our units are cooked, then he'll turn his attention to the court itself. If we can find a way to spread our units far and wide, we might be able to withstand its assault. Or we could try and keep our units on hills or water where the fire is much less effective. But even if he doesn't burn the court directly, we're still in danger of catching fire from neighboring fields and woods. And those are all the notes I have. You thank Robin for this information. And then perhaps the dragon can be bribed to leave you alone? Your scholars determined that, based on current meteorological readings, the adequate bribe for the dragon would be about 50 bread. Fuck! What if I don't have it? Unfortunately, the court storehouses are presently incapable of satiating the dragon's appetite. Best not even try it. Shit. Okay, well... No, I just gotta destroy things. Wait, where's the court? Oh, I'm over here. Okay. Get rid of these. And stay away from that. Water's nice. 50 baguettes for June. It's true. Oh, 2 of these little fuck. Get out of here. Whoa. Oh, another wormhole. Bad. But treasure chest for me and hospital. I want to keep the hospital, so... New. A medical establishment is offering to sell you... Heart. Oh, okay. Health. That would be good, actually. Can I... Offensive job. Earn 3 hearts for every confirmed kill. Or increase max... Oh, okay. Okay. What are... 2 chests will be... Okay, during low tide. Interesting. Okay. Shit. No, it's fine. As long as we... Yes. Okay. Perfect. Because I don't want a lot of dudes to fight. I want... Okay. That's fine. New. Oh yeah, what do I get? What are my trinkets? I get... Defamation. Defensive spell. Designate any tile as a valid military target. Friends and foes will attack it when near. Oh, okay. Offense... Oh! I could use a gunboat. Robin notes on how the spell defamation... Right, here's what my notes say. When we defame a tile, it becomes a valid military target. This means that both our units and the enemy's units will attack it whenever it's in range. Okay. But it does not mean that they'll go out of their way to attack it. Don't make that mistake. One last note, while this spell can be used to trick separate bases into attacking each other, it can't be used to make a single base attack itself. Our opponents are not that dense, unfortunately. And those are the notes I have. You thank Robin for this information. How do I place it? And I want this. Okay. Now where do I want to put it is the thing. If I put it here. No. If I put it here, they'll attack this. What's up, E-Ghost? And then my gunboat. Wait. Oh, I just had those as a thing now. Wait, aren't you gunboat? Yeah. Offensive rock attacks the enemy via water. So go to the water. The dog? Ah! I don't trust them, unfortunately. Alright. And then... we just need to pump out a bunch of dudes, right? So that they'll get, like, confused. Because the dragon has to kill everything else before it kills us. So why wouldn't I do this? Go forth. Oh, I didn't know they attacked the... Oh, no! 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 Oh, wait, it also kills their minions. Oh, we're fine? We're fine? We're not fine. We're on fire! Fuck! But I get peeled for every confirmed kill! Oh, I'm dead. I did my best. That's so funny, though. Your courtiers continue expressing alarm as the dragon's lair is somehow able to pursue the court into high tide. Hang on, I wasn't done with my order yet! Says Robin tentatively. I'm sure it can't keep up with us forever. Which battlefield should the court traverse? Wormholes and goons. I don't like the wormholes. They're not my friends. But that kind of seems easier. Water, woods, hospital, birds, goons. I don't really have things that are good for birds. And I don't have knights. So... oh, the dragon's gonna be on every map. Fuck. Okay. Shit. Well, I mean, all of these mountains kind of... yeah, the gunboats seem good, but I thought that would be my last battle and I would die, and so I would have... I used up many of my resources, let's say. So what do I have this, which I don't have the money for. I have one gunboat, but there's no water on this terrain. So it's just these guys. Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? I think I need to get rid of some of these houses, obviously. Some of these other courts. But it feels like it's just getting harder. I do require more Vespine gas. Oh, that's so annoying. That's so frustrating, Gumi. Can I please have another way to take out? No? They hate me. That's fine. Okay. Thinking? Oh my god. Everything's bad. I am going to die. I only survived because it ran out of time here. Shit. It's fine. It's okay. If I could just... now. We don't want... you know what? Actually, maybe wormholes are good. Because then you can centralize a bunch of dudes. And that tends to lead creatures in a section into a direction. But I just wanted mounds in the way. I could defame the... That's true. Actually, I don't think I have money for that. Oh, have a good one, Nox. I don't think I have the money for defame for this turn. But if I did... What do I want to do? Okay. This is the best I can do. I am fucking surrounded. Oh, what'd I get for my trinkets? Ooh. Instantly gain 10 water. Got it. Archers! Archer Knight. Defensive Fairy. Guards your court with arrows. Increase range from atop hills. Give me that. In an embarrassing turn of events, you're unable to complete that transaction because your hands are currently full. While it's your majesty's right and privilege to engage in queenly excess, you'll need to drop something if you want to hold something else. Ah, it might have to be the defame. Okay, so how would you go about doing that? Allow me. When interacting with a shop or a chest, simply click on your cards to offer them up for sale. That's the only way to get rid of your cards. You're welcome. Sell it. Get it. It's free. Okay. I still don't... If I had 50, I need to employ so many... No, the dragon's gonna kill them all before they manage to get any. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay. So... Oh, but I have money again, so... I have archers, so now I can deal with birds in the future. Or at least now I know how to deal with birds in the future. No water, so it's useless to have gunboat. Go forth. I believe in you all. It's not gonna be good. Oh, but I'm healing? That's right, I forgot. Shit. Fuck yes. Okay. Guys, spread out more. Spread out more. Spread out more! The court's gonna light on fire! Wait, no, that's right, because it's... Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, no, my guys! But I have 25 health. How am I surviving? The dragon's lair once again follows the court into high tide, but this time the distance between the two has increased. I knew it, your majesty. If we can survive one more battle, I think we can escape. Wow, this place is busy today, huh? Maybe I should eat somewhere else. Which battlefield? Okay. Archers and goons. Catapults and goons. Or birds and goons. Well, I'm out of this. What is this again? Stone. Oh, and I don't have any miners. But if I get rid of some, I'll get some in the thing. Wow, there's so many fucking guys. They are truly everywhere. Okay. Be gone. What? Leave. You can stay. I definitely need more rocks. Oh, okay. Do this. And do that. I didn't get them as far away from me as I wanted, but that's okay. We'll do that, and then that. Yes! Okay. So that's more rocks too, which we need. We do this. And then do this. Okay. I have more moves, but I don't have enough rocks, so we'll grab some more oiter. And... yes. I would like one more rock, please. Please? Okay. I think we can survive this. Again, I just need Well, hold on, I got a thing. Portable wall, defensive rock. Build a wall that you can move about the battlefield. Ooh! I'm gonna sell it though. Okay. Dragon. I need archer. Oh, I'm gonna run out of food too. Okay. Well, 3. One of these, and then a bunch. I need all of you gathering that wheat. Go forth. The dragon's coming up, the dragon's coming up, the dragon's coming up, the dragon's coming up. It's happening! It's happening! But I keep healing! Come on, we can survive, we can survive, we can survive, we can survive. Yep. Bada bing. As high tide comes in, the dragon's lair appears to finally cease its pursuit. Yeah, this line totally isn't worth it. I'm gonna go hit up the burger thing. While relieved, the members of your court are clearly shaken by the whole ordeal. A few of them stand in a corner, softly wailing. When prompted about this wailing, they respond, "Pardon us, your majesty. We've rediscovered fear, I'm afraid." Why are they partying, though? Woohoo! Everything comes to those who wait. So true. So true. Having demonstrated your burgeoning skill, your tolerance for a new challenge grows. Huh? You feel your maximum level of strife increase to 1. Huh? With the war now behind you, you encounter a memorial dedicated to its victims. Memorial to those fallen in the war. Casualties 98. Some among your courtiers roll their eyes at this. Oh, they'll be back. Now, having expended much of its energy during the day, the court retires to bed. You awake suddenly in your chambers. Something about your surroundings doesn't feel right. You can't see much as you look out from your balcony. The sky is pitch black. Something is clearly wrong with the courtyard. You've never seen it so disordered. The ground shakes and your stomach churns. Taking a deep breath, you keep your sights on the door. Oh, shit. Wait, can I just... Oh. I thought I had to bring it close. After moving through many unfamiliar halls, you suddenly find yourself in front of the court's great gates. Perhaps the court is trying to tell you that now would be a prudent time to depart? Who could say? What should you do here? What is this? Look out from atop the walls of the court? Just taking a gander. Oh. Fair enough. Try to... Oh, what is this one? Explore the West Wing hallways? What should you do here? Can I go up? The halls seem to stretch out forever in this direction. Labyrinth entrance. Have you been here before? Might as well keep going. Is it really a labyrinth? Which direction should you go? The ladder? You end up getting lost. Oh, can I not re-enter it? There's a note taped to the door. There's a note taped to the door, which now appears to be locked. It reads, "Because they wasted Her Majesty's time, these labyrinthine hallways are being reprimanded. They are currently in a timeout and will not be available again until tomorrow. From management." Okay, well, can't go in there. What about that way? Head towards my office? Your sitting chamber. What should you do here? Enter your office? You move to enter your office and are surprised to discover that the door is locked. Or maybe it's just stuck. Someone seems to have wedged a bunch of pamphlets in the gap between the door and the frame. You pull one of them out. The cover simply reads, "The key to success begins with $30. The rest of it is just various photographs of handshakes. I see. Okay. Okay, well, it looks like you're not getting this door open right now. Head towards the east wing? Why not? A foyer of statues. They look familiar, don't they? Enter the room marked by the dragon statue? Yes. The Fountain of Youth. What should you do here? Wait, what is this? Have a drink at the bar? It's a bar. Ooh. You find yourself in a sleepy pub. A sign near the door identifies it as the Fountain of Youth. You're not sure why you've never encountered this place before. Oh yeah, ma'am, only open at night. That's us. Drink? Yes, actually, that does sound appealing. I get a drink? As you sip, a man collapsed on the bar next to you begins mumbling something in your direction. Hey, lady. Got something I want to say to you. With his head down and eyes closed, you don't think he's talking to you. Oh no, yeah, he totally is. You should pay attention, ma'am. This guy's a regular prophet. The prophet proceeds, yeah, okay. You never got burnt by Mr. Dragon Guy. What's up with that? You're supposed to. Supposed to get burned. But I was too busy healing. I'm sorry. Okay, so if you are understanding correctly, he thinks you were supposed to lose to the dragon? Personally, you take no issue with failing to burn to death, as incorrect as it might be in his view. Psh, you'll be fine. It's fine. But let me tell you something, okay? Okay? Okay. Yeah, let me tell you something. You need dragon fire to ignite the light of youth. After saying this, he briefly raises his glass in your direction. Hello, Georgie. How are you? How was your stream?
Sunset just rated with 6
How
viewers.
are you? We're playing Titanium Court. We all of these creatures are fairies under my command. Oh, thank you, Hal. And starts to snore. Oh yeah, that was a good one, ma'am. The kind of portent of heating I'd be heating if I were you, you know. Oh, how was Pikmin? I love those little freaks. They're so... Wait, is the rock Pikmin in Pikmin 2? Or was he fresh for Pikmin 3? That is the only Pikmin I've played. Your drink now finished. Oh wait, no. Don't I own Pikmin 4? I don't know. Video games. You stand up from the bar. The Fountain of Youth. What should... I'm leaving. Bye, Fountain of Youth. Bye. Oh no! Aw. The pantry. Ooh. A treat, perhaps? Two has purple. Okay. Yeah. I like the white Pikmin. They're silly little things, aren't they? Is that the cat again? It's the cat again. The cat's gonna yell at me to feed it. Hello, cat. The cat is over there. As you approach, the cat immediately begins making demands of you. Great Queen, how fortuitous! My campaign to subdue this province in your name has reached a stalemate. The locals have transformed the terrain itself into a weapon. Look! The sheer cliff vexes my powerful and weighty frame! Okay, so it kind of seems like he's probably trying to climb up one of the high shelves here and is running into trouble. It's a good cat. Yes, and I seek your aid, but alas, your royal height is also insufficient for this purpose. Surely such an obstacle cannot surpass the resources at your disposal. Yeah, you suppose you could pile up some of the junk in here and help him out. It's not like the court's going to use any of it right now. Oh. I can't move any of these, though. Add some wood onto the pile. I don't have anything else enough for y'all, so... Goodbye, cat. Goodbye, cat. Let's go this way. The dining hall. Yeah! We've had so many fun adventures in the dining hall. There's nothing going on here? An argument appears to be taking place in the dining hall. Ooh. You hear echoes of an argument as you approach the dining hall. Now you can see and hear the participants clearly. After listening for a bit, you surmise that the argument concerns the thermostat and its current setting. But that cannot be satisfying. I just don't believe you actually enjoy that. What? What's not to like about taking it easy? It's boring! Who cares? Boredom is underrated. Relax! You think you've heard enough and are preparing to quietly leave when... Hey, it's Her Majesty! Maybe she can help us settle this? Actually, I believe Her Majesty is the only one who can settle this. Why? Because I have control of the thermostat? Okay. Our debate concerns the thermostat. It's my firm belief that only by maximizing our strife will we find any meaning in this war. Oh, is this the thermostat? Is this like making it easier and then this is the strife? Yeah, but who needs meaning, man? Let's just have a good time. Let's crank up the comfort. Okay, so comfort and perhaps strife. Okay. Yeah, kind of crazy. I love that they're fighting over it. Huh. Either way, since Your Majesty is the only one with enough authority to make these adjustments, we ask you to render judgment. But should you make the correct decision and raise our strife to level 5? To 5? I will give you this. She shows you a nondescript key she has attached to a lanyard. But you know, that's going to be hard. You could just chill out and raise the comfort level to 5 instead. He actually produces a different key. Then you'll win this key. Easy peasy. I fail to see how anything done at comfort level 5 could qualify as winning. I mean, who cares? Those keys look awfully familiar. Where did they get them? No comment. We are not permitted to reveal that information. Puck gave them to us. Puck? Did you not hear what I just said? Yeah, but who cares? Her Majesty probably figured that out already anyways. Yeah. Ugh. As it stands, the thermostat is currently set to comfort level 1. And she's complaining about comfort level 1? Hey, look at that. Feels pretty good, doesn't it? Please, Your Majesty, I strongly urge you to change course. Well, despite those protestations, you can't adjust the thermostat again until tomorrow. They'll both just have to wait. Jesus. Strife level 5? Sounds insane. Yeah, they're the Shakespeare Midsummer Night's Dream type. Return to my sitting chamber. Where have I not been? I think there's places I haven't been yet. New. This painting looks a little strange. Ooh! Home? Oh! Baseball. Yeah. Yeah. It seems to be a scoreboard of some sort. Perhaps you can assume home refers to the court? Nah, baby, that's baseball. Back towards the gates, I guess. This is the last option that I have, so we'll try and open the gates. You make an attempt to open the great gates of the court. They don't budge. You know that there are 4 locks on the gates, leading you to assume 4 keys of some sort will be necessary to open them. Ugh. Return to the courtyard. I think I've seen everything I can see. Chapel. Eventually you find yourself in the court's chapel, where a television displaying a test pattern stands at the pulpit. There's a solitary figure standing in front of the TV. Oh my god, it's Undertale. You can't see him clearly from this distance, but you know it immediately to be a man named Puck. I'm talking to Puck. The floor feels unstable. Should you approach Puck and find out what's happening? Reality bends beneath your feet as you approach Puck. The room threatens to redefine its boundaries. You're earlier than expected, my queen, and yet somehow still too late. He mutters something under his breath, then gives you his full attention. Well then, you had questions for me, did you not? It looks like we have precisely enough time for one earnest answer to one of your inquiries. You express some incredulity at his statement. He's prepared to answer questions now? He flinches in response. My queen, you simply must wield your skepticism with greater subtlety. That statement was clearly formed as a question. A question which I'm afraid I must now answer earnestly. So yes, in this time and this place, I am both willing and able to give you satisfying responses without resorting to deflection or trickery. With the one restriction being that, as I said, we have time for only one such response. A response which I have just provided in answer to your question of whether I am now prepared to provide such a response. He sighs. Which means our time is up. I pray I will never see you here again. And then it all falls apart. What the? My strife! Oh, with time and repetition. Oh, never mind. It's comfort. You feel your maximum level of comfort increase to 2. Okay. You awaken your chambers as if nothing was ever amiss. You think you can safely conclude that escaping the court will require more than a simple victory. You suppose this comes as no surprise, given everything the potion salesman told you about needing to make an exit to return home. Well, at least you've learned that if you make it to victory, Puck will answer one of your questions. So, a very slow way of going about this might be to continue winning until you've gathered enough information to see yourself out of the door. You rub your temples, thinking about how long that's going to take. Then you get up to face the day. I leave my bedchambers. To the court! To the court! Oh. Who am I talking to? Oh, it's Puck. What's up, brother? You spy the man Puck just down the hall. He does not appear to have noticed you yet. You're certain that if he had, he would have already been making a hasty exit from your presence. Now might be a good time to follow him and observe for yourself what duties your steward is performing in lieu of offering you guidance. Oh. What is he? Oh, he's going to the labyrinth. Fuck. Wait. Okay, this is getting a little tedious. Fortunately, you can click and hold the left mouse button to speed up the proceedings. Try it in battle, too. What? Now here's a part of the court you had not yet discovered. A vast library extends before you. There's a lot of What? He just escaped behind the bookcase. Wait! You suddenly realize with some annoyance that while you were gaping at the scenery, Puck managed to slip out of your sight. He slipped behind a bookcase. How did he not? Maybe you can figure out how. Surely. You inspect the bookcase you think Puck slipped behind. It doesn't budge when you attempt to move it. You try removing a random selection of books from its shelves, but that also has no effect. This is likely a waste of time. You're not even sure that this is the correct shelf. Fuck. I missed it. I'm gonna look at the painting. How do you interpret this one? A fantasy of revenge. The subject is smashing his guitar, most probably out of a seething hatred for rock and roll. I think you misunderstand. I've heard it said that the smashing represents his fervent passion for rock and roll. But how can that be? With his guitar smashed, surely he'll find it difficult to participate in the day-to-day proceedings of rock and roll. You interject to suggest that the subject likely has another guitar at the ready. That the smashing might represent both his passion and his wealth of guitars. Her Majesty's theory is compelling, but the evidence is circumstantial. After all, this theoretical secondary guitar is not featured in the painting. How can we be sure it exists? Perhaps the artist painted it somewhere in that negative space I've heard so much about. I suppose we need to keep an eye out for it. What the hell are we doing? What the hell are we doing? How do I save? How do I save? Ah, that's fair. It autosaves? Okay. Because it has been my allocated hours and I'm hungry. But this is really interesting. I think it's very cute and fun. I like the battles. I like the plot that we have seen so far. What a nice little game. Let me find somebody to raid. Yay! It's very good. When you quit it, it will tell you when. Okay. Perfect. Sorry, somebody on the front page of Twitch is using like an edited version. it looks like Elsa frozen, I think. But yeah. Anyways, let me find somebody to raid. Who will we go to? We can go to hmm. Hmm. Uh yeah, thank you all so much for coming. It was very fun. Very cute game. Very rant, Jennifer. Who do I want to raid? Why is this so hard? Why can't I just choose a thing? We'll go to Garrett. Why not? He's playing Far Far West. But yeah, I will see you all. I don't know what we're doing next week actually, because Billy's busy for collab day. So I'm like, well, maybe I can play something else than like Alan Wake. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. I have Alan Wake, I have Subnautica, I have Half-Life. I have so many things. I don't want to do Half-Life co-op. I don't have that one, I don't think. Maybe I do, but I don't know. Uh, I think I might have had enough Half-Life for maybe a month after I finish Half-Life 1, but we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. How compelled, you know? But yeah, I will see you all later. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy. I hope the weather stays nice for you all. Bye.